I think it's working. I'm still getting used to this whole live. Okay. Okay, video details are there, but I'm going to try to get rid of this awful feedback on here.
I think it's working.
Stop that for.
I'm still getting used.
What's this screen? This wasn't here last time. Okay, let's have a look. I think it went away now. Let's have a look. Okay, so I think that it's working. I think that you can hear me. Let's have a look. Okay, it's saying that it's live still. The other one cut out. So I just went on and then it cut out. So this one's saying it's actually on. Perfect.
Okay, so I think that you can hear me.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Okay, it's saying that it's live still. The other one cut out. So I just went on and it cut
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
out. So
I know what I'm doing, but it's just everything's delayed. Sorry. Great. Okay, so that took me a second to set up. Here's the thing. So it's Saturday. It's actually Saturday, 8:30 in the evening for me. I'm in Barcelona. I'm Caroline Blinsker. If you don't know me yet, I am the owner of e-commerce Backstage Pass and carolineblinsker.com. And I wanted to do this quick video today because I wanted to tell you a little bit about, sorry, my little light there in the background. I wanted to tell you a little bit about a challenge that I've given myself. So I love giving people challenges. I've given everyone a 7-day challenge recently where I wanted people to do 7 days worth of tasks for their business, and I gave everyone this challenge. And then I was speaking to someone yesterday, a colleague of mine, and we were talking about what we're sort of aiming for over the next 12 months in our business. And we were throwing around, the figures that we sort of thought. And it came into the conversation and we went, why don't we do a challenge from this for ourselves? Because what I realized was that I'm setting up my new business at the moment for my e-commerce store, my new platform, my new shop. And I've been giving some information about that already. And then I realized, hey, hang on, why don't I do this in a lot more detail and actually let people know, knowing that there's a lot of people out there that are giving away certain information that you just don't know how much truth is in it because they don't show you behind the scenes. So I really wanted to provide you behind the scenes information of what's going on in my new business. This morning I did a lot of work on it. Well, not a lot of work, but I did a lot of the design stuff back and forth with my designer. So I spent probably 3 hours back and forth with the designer, working out some new designs. I'm really, really excited about them. I think it got me really, really pumped for what's to come, and knowing where I'm taking this, because it is something that's unique. There's not many people doing it. I've written a blog post about this challenge that I'm putting myself under. So I'm putting myself under this challenge. And I've written this blog post about it. And what I say there is that $500,000, so I'm saying I'll make $500,000 in 12 months from this business. And I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'm going to put everything together, all the videos, which I've already started creating, behind the scenes, question and answer time when people can come on live with me and talk to me and ask me exactly what I'm doing at what stage. So say, for instance, if I'm talking about a particular thing I'm doing that week, and then I'm able to explain to you if you've got questions. Now, here's the thing. The number 500,000, I worked that out based on some stats, and I wrote them down earlier when we were talking about it. I worked out that if I earn $500,000 in this particular business and I have to bring in $41,000 per month, that brings it down to, if a sale is $30, I need to make 49 sales per day. And I thought that's pretty realistic. I can do that. Like, that's something I can hit those targets. Now, the number 500,000, for some people, they might be thinking, well, $500,000 a year doesn't sound like a lot. And other people might be saying, oh my God, $500,000 is a ridiculous amount of money. I can't understand how you would make that much money. Here's the thing. It's all relevant to what you're doing and what your actual business is, and also all the background information. So I've written a blog post about it. Go and take a look at the link at the top of this video. It's CarolineBelinska.com/500,000 or $500, like with the $sign dash challenge. Okay, challenge. Sorry, I'm going to say that again. CarolineBelinska.com/$500K dash challenge. That is the actual domain. And if you go there and you have a look at it, you'll see my blog post there about what I'm doing. So here's the thing. The reason why it's 500,000 was because this is not my only business. This is just the money that I want to bring in from this one business. I do not have, it's a very niche business. That's the second thing. Some people, when I first start telling them that are, very important people, they make a lot of money. When I start telling them, they sort of question, am I going to make money from it? Once I explain the full concept, they understand it and say, yes, okay, it makes sense. So it is a very niche business, and it's to the point where some people wonder if I can hit those targets, whereas other people, once they understand it, understand why I can make that. So 500K to a business, let's say you're selling iPhones, isn't a lot of money, because iPhones, it's a much more general thing, more people use them, they're a higher price point, all of those things come into consideration. If you're selling cars, you'd want to make more than $500,000 if you're selling cars. So it's relevant to your industry. So it's really difficult for you to turn around and say, well, we all want to hit $500,000, because depending on your business, it does depend on whether you can hit those targets or whether that's too small a target. And then the last thing is that I only want to spend 5 hours per week on this business. I don't want to spend any more time on that. I should have called it the 4-hour work week, actually. I don't know. It's very, very catchy. I don't know why, but maybe that would have worked for me. So yeah, 5 hours. I'd be happy to work 5 hours in this business per week. I understand to begin with there is going to need some more time, some more work into it. But I don't want this to be my main business. I want it to be a side project. So what I'm going to be taking you through is every single part of what I do, whether I hand things out and get them outsourced by someone else, like my designers, or whether I actually go down the path of, I've got some VAs on my team, getting them to do it. Whatever it is, I'm actually going to be going through it. Whatever my promotion is, I'm going to be stepping you through those promotions. Let's say, for instance, when I do the free plus shipping, when I do a free plus shipping, I'll be walking you through that of exactly how I do it and what is involved and how I actually go down that path. For instance, I'm doing a photo shoot here in Barcelona. Once I get so next week I'm going to actually order, or maybe even tomorrow, order my first round of t-shirts. So this is a thing that most people don't do. So part of my brand is actually t-shirts. A big thing that most people don't do is when they're starting a t-shirt business, they just get the t-shirt designs done and then they start selling them. And they don't ever get any of them sent to them as samples. That's where I'm different. I'm going to be getting samples sent to me. Why? Two reasons. I want the samples because I want to see the quality. I've heard the company I'm going with is one of the top 5. I've got my reasons and I've got videos of why I actually went down that path with that particular company. But I've heard that the quality is fantastic. However, I want to see it in person, and I'm going to get 3 different t-shirts, or maybe 5. I've got to check my list and check the quality and the type of fabric, because some fabrics are thicker than other fabrics, and I want to know the feeling of those fabrics, so then when I talk about them, I know what I'm talking about. That's the sort of person I am. I don't like, when you see on the website, that's a thin one, that's a thick one, that's a different texture. Most companies will just turn around when you're starting a t-shirt business and say, oh well, that's fine, that's good enough information. It's not for me. I want to know more. I want to make sure that I understand my product 100%. That's one reason, the quality of it and the actual type of fabric. And the other reason why I want them sent out to me is because I'll be using them as samples, and I'll be doing a photo shoot with them. And of course, then I'll be wearing them afterwards. So it'll be, my branding as well as wearing those t-shirts. So that's what I'll be doing next. I've got a photographer lined up here in Barcelona. I'm in the process of getting some models together. I'm going to get a location organized. My main photographer that I normally use, she's actually away at the moment, so I can't use her. But I do have another awesome photographer. He's taking some photos of me for my radio show next week. And so I'll get him on board. I've seen his photography. It is fantastic. So when I do this shoot, I'm actually going to take you behind the scenes of how to actually set up a photo shoot on your own and how to actually go down that path. That is my background. For 17 years, I worked in film and TV. I'm a hair and makeup artist. I have organized endless amounts of photo shoots, TV work, all sorts of things. So I'm actually going to show you how to go through that. So that is part of what I'm going to be showing you. And these are the things that I do to hit my 500K per year target. So to hit my $500,000 in the first year. I'll be taking you down that actual path and showing you all of those things. There's heaps of other things. I've got some more stuff in the blog. But that is it. So that is a challenge that I'm putting on myself, is to hit $500,000 in 12 months. And if you want to come on the journey with me and see exactly how I do it and understand exactly what's involved, my background, for instance, if you don't know me, my background is marketing and, like I said, hair and makeup. But when it comes to setting up an actual e-commerce store, I did have my first e-commerce store, I think it was about 12 years ago now. 12 years ago, shoes. I was manufacturing myself in China and in Indonesia. I was a shoe designer, a cobbler, a maker of shoes as well. So I was designing the shoes and having them made in China and Indonesia. I've been down that path. I know the experience. I know what it's all about. I know what it's like having stock sitting there. I understand all of that concept. So this time round, I'm actually going down the path of doing all drop shipping. Everything's drop shipped. I don't hold any stock. The main reason why I don't want to have stock is because I travel a lot and I don't want to be having a location where I need to have, a certain place with stock. The other thing is that I work a lot with other companies who have got e-commerce stores, and I become a partner in their business, anywhere from 25 to 50% of their business, and I take over all their marketing. But in those businesses, they take care of their products and I take care of the marketing side. So this is a new experience for me to start from scratch again when it comes to e-commerce, especially because the last time I did an e-commerce site of actually selling shoes was 12 years ago. So things have changed. There's a whole lot of new things out there. When it comes to dealing with China, I'll be going through those sort of things again, but in a very different way, because when I started down this path, there was no drop shipping back then. It was just not really, it was probably a very, very new thing. It wasn't a sort of option for my business. So I'm really excited about doing the drop shipping part of it. I'm really excited about taking on a whole project of my own for the first time in a while, because I've had many other businesses. I've had rental properties like holiday rentals. I've had events companies. I had a hair and makeup bridal agency. I've had all sorts of businesses, but going back into actually owning a full e-commerce store on my own is going to be fantastic. One thing I do say in my blog is that there's a lot of people out there that are selling these dreams of being successful online, and then you find out they've actually got a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife in the background working with them, and they make it sound like it's all of their work, and then you find out, well, they're getting help, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with them getting help, but they're not telling you the full story. They're not being completely clear and honest about that. I don't have a partner. I don't have anyone to help me with my business. Everything I do on my own. And if I do have anyone helping me when it comes to a VA or assistant or social media experts, anything like that, I will be telling you that I've got someone coming in to help me with that. But overall, I own my own businesses and I run everything on my own. And like I said earlier, I want to do this in no more than 5 hours a week. So really, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be watching exactly how this is done with as little amount of input as possible. So that's really the great part of this challenge. So if you want to come on board, if you want to actually follow me and find out more about being part of this challenge, and you don't have to get involved in it, but what you will be able to do is ask me questions along the way. So it's my challenge. I'm the one that's going to hit those targets. But along the way, I'm going to be teaching you a whole lot of things. You can ask me questions. So for instance, if one day, let's say it's that photo shoot day, and you feel like you want to know more about a particular way that I'm, setting up a shot or something like that, then please ask me, find out more, ask me the questions, and I'm here to answer questions for you. So it's really behind the scenes. It's really going to be in depth. It's really going to show you all those things. I'm going to tell you where I get my models from. I'll tell you how you can find photographers for free. I'll tell you how you can get your photos edited at a really cheap rate, all of those things. I'm going to help you out with all of those things, and that's only one part. So that's coming up in the next few weeks, but I'll be showing you how I actually do my Facebook ads, how I actually run my free plus shipping promotion, how I look after my Instagram, because that's another big thing that I've been running that for a while, looking after that for a while now, while I'm waiting for everything else to happen. People don't realize what I'm doing yet, but I'm building up that audience so that I'm ready for when I actually start selling. My Instagram's already been, running on its own, and it's been collecting followers, and they're engaged followers. I've got comments every single day. I can probably show you right now that where's my notifications? Oh. They're all mixed up with other things. But there's all sorts of notifications from Instagram just constantly coming through on my phone telling me, oh, this person's commented, this person's saying thank you, people private messaging me. So I've been building that up for a while, and I'm going to share with you exactly how I've done that and what I've done in that area as well. So I'll be giving away all my secrets, everything that I've been doing. So if you're just starting out or you've been running for a while and you just can't seem to get that momentum in your e-commerce store, then this is going to be amazing for you to follow. So I highly recommend that you jump on board and follow my strategies. There's going to be things in there that you've never heard from anyone else before. There's going to be things in there that you're not going to believe can actually work until you see them actually in action. So I can't wait to share everything with you. I've got some amazing plans. I'm going to share with you my actual strategy, my plan, what I'm going to be doing and things like that. So I hope to have you in there. If you want to know more, go to that blog post, which is CarolineBurlinsker.com/$500K challenge. That's the one. Head over there, go and have a look at that post. I've got more information in there, and I hope to have you just come inside into my challenge and find out more about what I'm doing and how I'm actually making $500,000 in 12 months and how I'm going to do it, and you can come on the journey with me. Have a great day. It's Saturday. Enjoy your day wherever you are, or evening, and have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you on my Monday Facebook Live. Have a great weekend. Bye.